It is my pleasure now to introduce Nwando Okeke. She's the co-founder of the Woonsocket Alliance to Champion Hope. She has a commitment to social justice, community development, youth development, and public health. Nwando is an amazing young woman who is here in Rhode Island trying to make Rhode Island a better place. She has a degree from Boston College. She has a nonprofit leadership strategy from the University of Pennsylvania, a certificate, and she's a master's degree in social justice and community organizing. So I am just so pleased to introduce Nwando, who is one of the campaign partners here today. Thank you. Can y'all hear me? Well, good afternoon, everyone. I just want to thank the Rhode Island Coalition Against Gun Violence for inviting me to participate in this press conference. As you said, my name is Nwando Okeke, and I am a co-founder of the Woonsocket Alliance to Champion Hope, also known as the Watch Coalition. For years, I've been working with young people in the city of Woonsocket, Rhode Island, and in that capacity, I've seen their struggles, their achievements, their fears, their aspirations. I've seen how young people in the same city could have drastically different lives due to being set upon drastically different paths, different resources, different opportunities, different obstacles, different outcomes. These disparities in outcomes can be prevented if we set in place the legislative and social infrastructure to reduce the crises that are taking place in our communities. In recent years, escalating violence has rocked the city of Woonsocket. From the tragic 2019 killing of 17-year-old Nyasia Williams Thomas to the more recent shooting death in Providence that was committed by Woonsocket youth, our community has been struggling with gun violence. But before the violence escalated to this point, we knew. We knew that social and structural conditions within the city would leave youth seeking their own means of survival. We knew that young people in the city had access to firearms. We knew that there were adults illegally supplying these firearms to youth. We may not have known exactly who the violence would involve, or when and where and how it would happen, but we knew. Poverty, economic decline, struggling schools, limited resources, and lax gun laws are the perfect storm for tragedy. These kinds of tragedies are happening far too often in our communities. In Woonsocket, murder went up from 0 in 2017 to 2 murders in 2019. 145 incidents of aggravated assault in 2017 to 178 incidents of aggravated assault in 2019. Last summer alone, Woonsocket saw 4 homicides. We recognize that gun violence is a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach. Policy is just one piece of the puzzle, but a crucial piece nonetheless. These pieces of legislation that we are here to discuss today are an important step in making our communities safer. They're not anti-gun or anti-Second Amendment legislations. They're about responsible gun ownership, safe gun access, and harm reduction. We don't want to mourn anymore. It's our hope, it is our plan to be celebrating the milestone of having common sense gun policy reform institutionalized in the state of Rhode Island. We believe, thank you. We believe that by building these key partnerships with leaders doing the work across the state, and by mustering the political will to do right by our communities and our young people, that a year from now, we will have cause to celebration. That is why I'm hopeful today. Hopeful that we will leverage our resources and our efforts to make our state safer. We can do this. We're excited to have the support of our partners and the support of Rhode Island Governor McKee, who's been a staunch supporter of youth development efforts in Northern Rhode Island and across the state.